Welcome to phase 3 of healing and rehabbing your tibia plateau fracture. If you haven't watched phase 1, phase 2 and the intros, then do go back and watch them because they're going to be super important for the rehab process. What I'm going to do in this video is talk about the full weight bearing phase. So this phase can feel like really quite exciting. I was so happy when I walked out that hospital and I didn't need crutches, and obviously go with what your physio and your consultant says. But anyway, I've actually realised I'm going to break this up quite a lot because I don't want to do one long ass video on this. On this one I'm going to talk about the mobility. I have a saying with my clients is flexibility before strength always. Because if you're not moving properly and then you start doing strength training, especially if you had a like horrendous injury like this, like you're gonna cause yourself some serious problems. And I don't just mean with your leg, like with all sorts. If your body is not moving right, and I promise you that if you've had this broken leg and you haven't been moving, there's gonna be imbalances all over the shop. I'd also recommend something that will, I invite you guys to do is like have a good chiropractor or an osteopath or someone like to just give you the once over, because man, I went to the chiropractor and I had so many, my chiropractor is amazing, and I had all sorts of things out of place, and he just put me back together kind of thing. And that's something that can really help with this. I would highly recommend that. So what I'm going to do in here is talk about loosening up your quads, your glutes, and just focus on those they're the main kind of ones. We'll do hamstrings maybe in another video. And also your calf. Oh my god, that's a sneaky one. That's a sneaky little bitch. I didn't expect that, and oh my goodness, your calf. My calf was a mess. So first off is your glutes. So I'm going to start with the roller. Like if you don't have a foam roller, just buy one. They're like 15 quid. I don't really like rumble rollers. I don't think they're good for your spine. But anyway, I've got like a little ribbed one. And first off, like, I'd advise going on this one rather than going for the more intense ones, shall we say. So for your glutes, to roll these out, you're going to want to get your right butt cheek. So my right butt cheek is like slightly on that. And then, because it's my right one, I open it up and put that right one here. Like at the beginning, this angle was quite a challenge. So, just go where you can, but that's what you'd be aiming for. And then you're just going to slowly go up and down here. Oh, onto that. So go until you find a spot, sit on it, and then just it's like a cheap massage, this sort of thing, and just go on with that. So that's the first one. That's your glute, so all the way up here. This, and by the way, do this on both sides. Then the second one is here, your TFL, tensor fascia latae. I can never say that right. Is there. So at the beginning, this might be really, really sore. So this is a muscle. It's quite a small one, but it gets really problematic. The small muscles tend to be more problematic than the big ones, you'll find. So this runs on like the outside of your hip, if you can see that. It's like down here. So for this one for me is always horrendous. So here, if you're finding like going all the way is too much, just have your leg in front. And again, just until you can find those spots, and just do this. Like that. There's another sneaky one. And then just find that over time you're going to get to a point where you can take both legs off and do that, but even that's a bit sore for me. So that's the next one, and if you find a little sore spot, just sit with it. The next one I would invite you guys to do is your IT bands. So a lot of fascia down here gets quite tight. Don't want to be going over your kneecap, but for this one, it's more like here. But again, same principle, like only go, go to here. See, my IT bands aren't actually that bad a lot of the time, it's more up here. You want to just find those spots and sit with it. That's the third one. So glutes, TFL, your IT bands down here, and then you can go over to your quads. For this one, can you see that? Don't be going over your kneecap, obviously, but you want to slightly go onto one of your quads, and again, these are going to be tough. So you're just going to find a spot and roll out there. And you probably want to be doing those with both legs, but do take your time with it, because like it's gonna be pretty sore at the beginning. But one thing I will say is that, like, please don't pussy out with that, because it's gonna help you so much with your squats. So much is gonna help you. Like, the first couple of weeks are gonna be pretty bad, but you know, it should be excruciating kind of thing, but it's probably going to be a little bit sore. So there are 4 spots that I would say with the foam roller. So now when you get a little bit braver and you start to loosen up, move on to the hockey. So this is a hockey ball. You can use like a lacrosse ball. Some people use a cricket ball. But for this one, again, I'm going to go and show you what to do with your glutes for this. This is a bit more specific. It can get a little bit more painful, should I say. You want to be sitting on that. So at the moment it's on my left butt cheek. So again, just the same principle like it is with the roller, because it's on my left butt cheek. My left side goes over. So you can see they're quite sore. The left side goes over. Moving it around until you find a spot. You hit a spot and you just want to stay there. And then until that goes a bit deeper. But you wanna be going it for a little bit of time. Like, if you're just going it for this short amount of time, you're only gonna get the superficial muscle layers. So go for a fair amount of time. Cool. Now the other one that I wanted to show you guys, just to finish up, is you can use the roller for your calf, but I actually found this way better. So this is the sneaky one. Like, again, don't be going over any of your where the fracture was or where the break was, but this is something like I couldn't figure out. I couldn't hit the spot, I was going to say, but I couldn't. Like, for here, like, the thing that I found the best is to do this and actually move your leg like that, and then do it all round in your calf, up and down. See, my fracture was up here. So at the beginning, I wasn't doing anything close to that. So that, again, it's really, really good to help loosen all of that up, because it's all going to be pretty tight. And I did that like religiously. I did all of these things every day and I'm still doing them every day for like four weeks, at least 4 to 6 weeks. And the amount it helped, like, I can't put it into words. Like, I was doing, within 2 weeks, I was doing squats or box squats. So it did come on really quickly. And before I did that, it was just too painful. I literally felt like my kneecap was being ripped up my leg. So all that stuff is going to really help. So that's what you need. That's what I invite you guys to do, and I'll see you for another phase 3 in another video. Mwah.